Some great players looking on tonight.
Staker in the middle too, Dennis.
Chick and Rusling. He's feisty for a guy called Chick. Started the game. Second semi-final. Umpire tosses it up. Cox.
Davis was being held.
Free kick to Collingwood. Davis.
Your footy.
Held on the ground. Richards has spilled it. Now an opportunity for Chick, claimed from behind. Richards comes again. Rusling the crumb. Flips it across to Cloak. Smothered off the boot by Chick. Ricochets inside the 50. Picked up by Hunter. Then he lost it. Pendlebury's hand pass to Clark to Cloak. 55 metres out. Down towards full forward. Clever by Rocker. Oh, bad luck. Into the cross buckle goes Thomas.
Gee, really good thinking there, though, by Rocker. Have a look at this. Saw it. Just skidded on with the conditions.
Free kick to the West Coast Eagles.
Pretty fast start here. Both sides getting loose.
Jones to Staker to Rosa. In some doubt during the week. 55 metres out. May have the opening goal. It just tapers off to the right-hand side and misses narrowly.
Cox is...
He'll come straight off. Cox to Hanson. Hanson quickly on to Braun.
Braun inside the forward 50. Lynch is coming up. Couldn't control it. Hunter's got it now in the grasp. Oh, well played deep in defence. Was that a hand pass? I think it must have been. Shaw got it out. And Buckley feeds it back across the line. Sometimes the hand is quicker than the eye.
Let's have a look at this one of Shaw. Oh, that is an influence in those contested positions.
Thomas obviously thought that. There goes the hand pass from Braun up ahead to Brett Jones. Jones goes inside the forward 50. Hanson almost. O'Brien knocked it away. Held without the football. No free kick for Wakelin. Kicked in by Fletcher. Wirapunda had it punched away. Coming through was Rowan Jones. Into the path of Hanson. Sockers it. And it trickles across the line.
Didn't look too happy. Just looking at his face a moment ago.
But long-term repercussions, certainly. Cox up towards the wing. Embley hurriedly onto the boot. Buckley goes back. Just forward of the wing. Measures the kick. How good was that?
Well, he can kick this distance, Brian. He's a very, very long kick of the football.
Goes over the head of the leading Medhurst like a wicket-keeper. Selwood able to stop it. Goes to Cox. Oh! Was that a half volley? No, he marked it. Got his fingertips underneath it, Medhurst.
To where he started. We'll just see what he's made of.
What, we define his career with this kick, do we? You're a hard man. In he comes. Right to beauty.
Around him that were manning up their opponents. Here it is here. He's still got plenty of time and space. But two players came at him then and forced a turnover. Good finish though by Medhurst. He had a lot of pressure. It's always hard coming back to your place where you played most of your footy and you hated
three contests in a row, and then that tackle stood for naught, as it turned out. Brett Jones. Hunter had it punched away. Maxwell. Oh! He found Braun. Sometimes people who meet people aren't necessarily the luckiest people in the world.
I paid the free to Brody. Now I've reversed it.
Don't know what he was thinking there coming through. What?
He's reversed it.
So it's going to Maxwell now. Oh dear.
Well, that's silly by Hunter.
John, a couple of minutes. Goes backwards. Shaw loads up. Goes to full forward. Rusling, well done, Chick. Thomas, brilliant. Back turn, steady. Right foot round the corner. Can't quite get the right angle. That's one of the most exciting points I've seen in a while.
Just one problem with
under pressure, beat Wirapunda. Kicks it back towards the defensive 50. Swan hacks it out of midair. Bounces it towards the centre circles. Up comes Hunter. Sends it back inside. Cox is there. Was he held? Ball runs free, close to the boundary line. Wakelin, just coughed it up. Straight to an opponent there. I think it was Rosa who comes short. Or was it Embley? It was Embley who found Cox.
Well, just feel a little bit sorry for James Clement. He's batting well below his height range with Cox. He had Lacroix in the first quarter. Now he's got the big fella. And four quality tall backmen that can go with the height of the West Coast Eagles.
Third time lucky. Jamie McNamara threading the kick. Here's Cox. 30 metres out. An early goal on the breeze by the West Coast Eagles.
Well, what they've got to hope the Pies, and that's exactly what Mick Mullis has been looking from the little guy for a long time.
He was the only guy chasing Ox, and he kept the pressure on. Prittis goes to ground. Seaby's handball to Rosa. Over the top to Embley. Good build up here. The bounce. A second. He'll fancy himself now. 50 out. Loads it up. It's a goal. And what a goal it is.
Wonderful play. You don't win Norm Smith medals without having a bit of class and being able to run down this ground. It's spongy and it's still slippery for the ball to come back. It's a talent in itself to be able to do that. And he did it at full tilt. Good play there by Seaby to get it on. But have a look at this. Wonderful play here. And then to have the poise to be able to kick it from 50. Oh, great play. Presenting. He's getting front spot. Eventually it'll come.
Richards and Seaby. McNamara. Prittis, just another possession. I think he's up to 17. A remarkable effort so far. Rosa's kick to centre wing. Staker. But Collingwood had them at ground level. Thomas, neat kick to the pocket. Found Swan.
What about that kick?
He's interesting.
Gee, Prittis though. Prittis, 17 touches.
It's a tough kick for Swan. It's a good kick.
Oh.
It's coming back. That is a great goal.
This crowd. Not too many spare seats.
So Rocker sitting it out as well. Rosa went down. Davis against the flow. Wirrapunda brilliantly done. Thomas holds him up. Braun looking for a free. Davis clever. Good tackle. Wirrapunda is gone.
Holding the ball. Advantage.
Oh.
No advantage.
Just a quickie, Ricky. What do you think about Hanson? Can he get back?
Well, the Eagles told me at quarter time they thought he was a chance, but what I've seen on the boundary so far and his stride through, I think he's unlikely.
Might be a reason why he didn't opt to have a shot.
Had a back spasm in Adelaide as well last week. He was off the ground for a fair while. So certainly not confident. Fletcher's read it brilliantly and kicks the goal.
All clear.
Well, I want to see where Fletcher started this because almost unforgivable. A midfielder sneaking down at a stoppage. Where is he? He's right beside Leon Davis. Pushed him away and Leon caught napping. Unfortunately, just caught at the wrong time. Cox knew. Oh, yeah, good setup. Really good setup there. And that's why Dean Cox is the best ruckman in the business.
22 plays 18. If he wasn't, he is now. Cox won it on the way down. Fletcher again the beneficiary. Lost it though. It was jarred out. Buckley goes towards half forward. Rocker did well with deflection. Comes across to Didak. Searing kick in from Didak. And a goal.
We'll take it out of the middle and we'll get it straight back. That can sometimes really flatten a side when you've worked pretty hard to get a shot on goal. Good play by Didak. He's been pretty quiet up until then. Players like Didak, they only give them half a chance. A bit like Lacroix, they might only get their 6 or 7 possessions, but if they can capitalise, the action.
Umpire Carey had a possession here one day, didn't he?
Almost in that identical position, Bruce.
Braun. It just shows you how old we are, Dennis, that we can remember.
That's the Bermuda Triangle for umpires, obviously, although it was a good mark.
Wirrapunda short. Lacroix. Good build up.
Had to get it on. Tried one of the impossible kicks.
Just played 3 of the first 8 matches this year, Lacroix, but what an important player he's been. 34 goals before tonight.
It's a good kick to it. Left-hand goalpost here.
Steve McBurney's got a punch.
There
Good
it
kick,
is.
all right.
Nice little breeze coming down the middle of the ground. Attacking 50.
Rowan Jones, that up and under kick, which is his trademark. Lynch just muscles Wakeland out of it.
Well, he can have a shot from here. He can. roar around the crowd when Lynch gets it, like very few.
That's very strong work.
He's a cult figure, isn't he, Den?
He is, very much so. Now James Clement.
Oh!
What is that? Straight to Wirrapunda.
Well, 1-1 between him and Cox. Same position.
Wirrapunda hasn't seen much of it. He kicked 3 goals against the Magpies back in round 3, 2 in the opening term. Then had some problems with Leon Davis, who kicked 3 on him in the second quarter when he went back in defence. Wirrapunda coming up for his 6th possession and maybe his first goal. He's on the clock. Very deliberately steers it through. And the West Coast Eagles increase their lead.
Not sure what James Clement was looking at.
Sid Sandridge will have a bounce about 40 metres out.
There's a bit of yelling and abuse going on out there.
Brian, Davis clever, well done, just outside his range, or is it? Kicks right to the goal square. It's a goal, I think. Rocker off Rocker's foot. It's a goal.
Well, set up there by Leon Davis. Got it in the big, strong body of Rocker. He's trying to actually shepherd it through, and the ball almost followed him in flight. We watched the ball come in. He's holding his ground. He's trying to push the player back. But just, luck's a fortune. Gee, I'm not sure about that. It's come off his back heel.
Yeah.
No, that's all clear. All clear.
Not quite as Swan. Diving in down there was Hearn. Swan once more had a lot of it in the last 15 minutes to half forward. Rusling appeared to drop another one. Goes after it. Clever use of the body. Got himself in front. Didak about 60 metres out. Downwards full forward. This will skid on. Staker skids after it and just pushed it across the line.
He just couldn't see Rocker off to the left, and if he had him, he was free, but gee, he nearly slotted his second.
It's just another great
It's
illustration.
so hard in conditions like this, but Maxwell got to be a little bit close to the Staker.
Cox knocked it down to Stengline. Coming across his path was Staker. Wirrapunda operating in a phone box. May have kicked a goal. Oh. Well, he was slung into the kick almost, and Staker was forced to knock it across the line.
Almost gave him the angle he needed, didn't it? Now the umpire in A1 position there.
Cox comes out wide. Stengline is on the wing. Looks down towards half forward. Staker. Not too many Eagles forward of Staker. Short is Embley. Offering a lead, Lacroix. Staker inside the forward 50. They need Lynch, and he's taken them out. Big Q on Q.
What about the strength there? And Wakely can only shake his head. This is brute strength. Get Adam away. He's got hold of his arm. Hit him on the chin.
He took the pace off it with his chin.
He's nearly marked it in his mouth guard. But that is just really good strength to hold your balance and to be able to get rid of a bloke who's, not the weakest bloke going around either.
We learned 2 things there. He's a strong man and he doesn't have a glass jaw. In he comes and kicks the goal. That's big.
Well, it's the first time they've really gone in. The noise factor out and the crowd factor out.
Well, I reckon Port Adelaide used it effectively in the last quarter last week against the Eagles. Clark to Didak. Didak under pressure. Got the kick. Has taken a remarkable mark. He was there for
On Sean Rusling, he's kept him out, but have a look at the grab. A wonderful mark.
the night. It was a remarkable leap and grab. It wasn't a great option again. And Rusling's a problem, isn't he? Because well done, Wirrapunda.
Jones inside the forward 50 then. Hangs a long time in the air. Lynch was in front. Goes after his own ball. Couldn't control it. Jones the side foot. Ricochets to Wakelin. Wakelin gave it across to Maxwell. Lacroix slipped over. Lost the football. Shaw tries to give it to Pendlebury. Back comes Lynch at close quarters to Rosa. Rosa got it to Rowan Jones. On his knees. Oh, brilliant. To Prentice. Prentice goes in and kicks the goal.
but it was just the pressure of the Eagles. They were so good at keeping the ball alive, and they got it out to the bloke who just knows where the footy is. How this bloke was taken where he was in the draft.
Back towards the middle. Glass too nimble left for Rocker to Fletcher. Fletcher goes to half forward. One senses they're making their move. Hunter gets it from CB. Oh, that could have been a killer. You talk about taking your chances. Hunter was through. Nobody near him. Out of bounds on the full. Lynch has been paid the free for being held. Lynch is 70 metres out. Goes for distance. Look at this. Into the night sky. Working in front. Cox. Clement comes over the top and will get 50.
He took the mark and you claimed him.
One of two ex-Dockers playing tonight. James Clement.
What about the piece of work there by Henshaw?
But he's kicked into Lacroix, standing the mark. Staker to Wirrapunda, who'll run in, and this will hurt the Magpies. What a turning point.
Well, a 50-metre penalty. Second one for the night for James Clement, and unfortunately the second time it's cost them a goal. First quarter was Dean Cox, and now it's Wirrapunda who actually had the go slows on into the goal square, and he nearly got caught, but kicked his second.
Mistake.
Yep.
The turnover earlier went to Wirrapunda when he kicked it in. And here, great kick, by the way, by Staker. And West Coast has kicked 5 of the last 6 goals.
Yep. Got to get a centre clearance here.
Down the line. Selwood.
Davis closing, took him down. Well done, Leon. Sockers it forward. This defence is looking good now.
Yep.
Hearn, Nikoski, Braun feeds it forward. Embley to the run of Jones. The confidence on the rise. Jones in trouble. That was a wonderful tackle by Thomas.
Went at the hips, didn't he? Stayed low, got underneath his arms. There you go. That's a great tackle.
A season
Between them,
saving.
Cloak had his hands on it early, but they've pretty much been ineffective.
Cox looking to direct it down for McNamara. Lockyer, they've got to hold here, the Magpies. And Clement goes back and just concedes a behind after he got it from O'Brien.
43 points. It's 4 goals.
But they've only scored 34 points in nearly 3 quarters of footy.
Buckley, this is a good kick to Maxwell. Now it's the next kick that's the important one.
No,
the kick to fall forward. Burns, an unlikely subject there. Missed by Lockyer. Davis, can he weave some magic? They need it. Burns did well. Burns hooks it back and hits the post. For the second time in the quarter, Collingwood hit the same goalpost.
Pendlebury through midfield. Chance for Lockyer on the 50, coming to meet him and doing well. Jones, brilliant pick up. Didak goes to Lockyer. Slick hands back to Didak. 60 metres out. Drew a blank. Comes back. Pendlebury. Didak released into space now. Can run to the 50. Well done. Hunter applied the pressure. Now a push on the back, I think.
Free kick dragged him down.
Wow.
You don't
It's going to be a free kick.
Take it. You don't want the point.
To Didak. And umpire McBurney telling Didak how he feels about things.
What do you think about that one, Den?
Well, we've seen Burns is there.
Inside right goalpost.
And I think Cloak is deepest. Well, Didak just puts it towards the opposite pocket. And there's Cloak. I mentioned he was the deepest. His left foot, though.
Yeah, it does.
Here's my up. Stay there. Stay here.
And to his left, there's a Lamont start. Several Eagles waiting to come at him. They're not required. Terrific effort.
It's taken 3 quarters of footy.
Goal on the siren for Port Adelaide last week to get them within a kick and a bit.
Oh, it's in the back.
Push. Go, go, go.
Well, Guy Richards.
Now, what about his kicking, Bruce?
Well, he hasn't kicked a goal since 2004. I'm pretty sure of that. Here we go. Rocker has, though, and he's got the most important goal of the match, you'd reckon.
minutes ago. And since then, the Pies have kicked 2 late goals. Both over the top, both when you need a strong, hard body like Glass is. Easily out of the way there for Rocker. Not sure if he's injured or not, but...
To go for the jugular. They decided against it. They're playing for the long haul, but Collingwood have got back. Seaby knocks it down. Didak, Lockyer. Might be more to come. Lockyer goes down towards half forward. Missed by Jones, taken by Cloak. This could be disaster for the West Coast Eagles.
Oh.
Rocker's got it. Oh dear.
Well, it is. Brian, Thomas and Buckley, they'll probably be the starting 4 in the centre square for the 4th quarter.
6 goals last week. He's got 2 tonight. Make that 3. What a finish by Collingwood. They will not be denied. They've got up. We were talking to Danny Green before. If we can use a boxing analogy, they've got up off the canvas.
Well, that is unbelievable. They've been on the canvas 3 times, Dennis. But their ears boxed in and then they've just bounced back. Centre clearance is 12-3 in favour of Collingwood. And don't worry, there might only be 18 seconds left in the quarter, but there is time for another score.
Over the head of Braun. Awkward one for Thomas. Selwood played it well. Knocked it down to Braun. Grew up barracking for the Magpies. Kicks it inside the forward 50. Off hands. Chance for Didak. Wirapunda pounces. Got him. Somehow improvising. Didak got boot to ball. Don't quite know how.
Well, we know that he can do that. We saw him do that flying kung fu kick out of the air a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I think Wirapunda was a bit unlucky there watching the replay.
Very.
The drop kick is back in vogue, and that was the place kick. Here's Didak again.
He's had a busy second half, Didak. He was important in those centre clearances late in the 3rd quarter. Pendlebury just got a fingertip to stop the Jones handball getting to Braun effectively. Braun did well, but then the kick cut off. And Didak is busy, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's received.
On to play Geelong. Here's Hearn through the midfield then. Runs to the centre circles. Look at that for a kick. He got onto it. Downwards, full forward. Goal sack. Bounced off his chest. Lacroix the first to arrive with some time. He's very dangerous.
Oh.
He hit the post. He hit the fat bit.
Oh, what about the shepherding there too? He created space. He did hit the fat bit too.
He's been good, Lacroix, but his last to O'Brien. As I said earlier, he's played more finals than any other Collingwood player out there tonight. Rock of the target. Glass has been so good. Davis dangerous.
Oh.
Beautiful give to Medhurst. Davis was so good there.
What about Leon? He can do things that very few can. He picked it up at full tilt. He got it over the top. Look at this little handball. Oh, that's very good.
What about Goldsack at the other end? He was like a shot. He's had some wonderful touches tonight. Here's Clement. Penetrating kick inside the forward 50 yet again. Rocker controlled it to the ground. Hunter that, Ahern. Prentice. Wonderful game. Braun. And now Embley. Has a bounce. Running it up towards the wing. Hasn't got the carry for Lynch. That was a perfect kick. Dare we say it?
Centimetre perfect.
Oh, Bruce.
Free kick Lacroix.
Hand in the back. Hey, hand was in the back. You watch it.
Oh.
I was just filling in the cracks, Dennis. You keep calling.
No, that is there all day long.
So,
It was the kick, though, that went to Lynch, which really set that piece of play up.
Mark Lacroix, the young man from West Perth. One of the biggest kicks of his career. He splits the middle. He's got 2. Probably that time he comes out to Burns, to Didak. Collingwood needing something now. Didak forced to stop. Now he looks to half forward, splits the difference, but Cox is too tall. Chick was tracking Rusling. Cox
Collingwood inside there attacking 50.
Cloak gets on the end of it. Big high kick. Not good. Buckley never a chance. Wirapunda just misread it. Buckley did well. Medhurst from 50. Beautiful looking kick. Goal for nothing. I say from nothing, it was from a chest mark that spilled out.
Well, I'd just like to think that there were players talking to him. Oh, there must have been, because Selwood was right there giving him directions. That's just an error, a big error. And what a finish. What a great kick there by Medhurst. And you wouldn't believe it, they've had all the play in the last 5 minutes, and it's back to 4 points.
Just a wonderful, wonderful ruckman in a midfielder's body.
Oh,
not a good kick from Embley. Floats it beyond the wing. Get under that one. Lynch comes up outnumbered. Thomas has got it. Magpies again on the move. Didak, was that in the back? No, umpire lets them play. Didak 55 metres out. Senses the vacant square. This will go through. Collingwood in front.
this is almost ridiculous. Not because Collingwood are in front, but Eagles have had so much of the play, they look like they're controlling the game, but every time they get an opportunity to the prize, and credit to them, they're a young side that just has a go. Thought it may have been a free kick here, but we said earlier, Bruce, you give Didak half a chance and he will cut you to ribbons.
Well, Lee Matthews and Tim Watson both said at half-time that he and Leon Davis were the two players who could make a difference.
Well, Leon just came on.
West Coast over Collingwood in 94 here. The Mickey McGuan mark match. Braun to Fletcher. You almost feel like next goal wins, don't you? It's that sort of a match. Lynch just gets rid of Wakeland. Can't quite get a handle on it. Toe poke important from Jones. Bouncing ball. Cox couldn't quite. Can West Coast? O'Brien held up. Ball comes out. Chance for Jones. Got to be careful. Pendlebury didn't give away the free kick. Buckley took it in one hand. Comes back. Important kick. He's been missing targets all night as the champ. And he kicks it straight to Rosa. And I don't mean that in a disparaging way. He just has not quite found the man tonight as he did last week.
Well, he set such a high standard for himself week in, week out. Yeah, he's missed a couple, but gee, he's been pretty good for his fourth game. This is a huge kick.
Rosa from 52 metres. Long, long, long and straight. McCoskey. And the clock still gives Collingwood plenty of chances, but it is ticking. Embley under the pump. Medhurst has been clever. He's kicked a couple, and that's a good kick.
Wow. Now, Paul Medhurst
came from the same draft. They've been guns, haven't they?
Yep. He's a big-time player, this kid.
It's a big-time kick, Cox. They're in front again.
Gets the opportunity to put the mighty Collingwood Footy Club in front over the Eagles that have been so good for so long. Medhurst has done enough. He's done his job tonight, and he can walk away tonight feeling proud that he's come back to his old stomping ground and been pretty damn good.
Whistle, ball up.
Buckley off, Burns on. Big call there by Mick. My nails are gone too, Dennis.
Cox so important. Gets it to Stengline. O'Brien, yet another clearance. West Coast with a chance though. Glass. High tackle on Glass.
Oh, if you're so. Let's see how this goes off the boot.
Well, he won't have a bigger shot for goal, you wouldn't think, in his career. Always to the skinny side. It's a one-point game. We can't have a draw. Well, we can have a tied score, but we go to extra time. Geelong sitting back in Victoria, waiting. Clement has been a little bit nervy on these tonight.
And Geelong, I'm sure, would like extra time. The kick comes out. Prittis, the third man up, knocked it down in front. Sliding to the ground was Shaw. Slaps at 15 metres. Braun the first back by Medhurst. A wonderful tackle. Didak over it. Slaps it across to support and Clark. There's a runner inside. O'Brien slipped. In comes Davis. Dragged down by Prittis. Thumped on there. Spiked on by Medhurst. Worth a kick but ill-directed. Now a chance for Selwood. Down to a minute 50. The kick goes down towards half forward. Embley. He got a goal from this area before. And this one is a point. Scores are level.
My word. There's nothing the coaches can do now. They've just got to sit.
Pendlebury gets it.
Would have broken a lot of hearts, Bruce.
Pendlebury down the line. Bryan goes back. Good effort by Richards just to hold it up. Davis. Still with Davis. Good player to have the footy. Kicks to Rocker. No free kick. Medhurst comes across. Brilliantly done by Medhurst. Can't quite get it away. Hearn dropped it. Ball comes to Priddis. Priddis gets it forward. Jones sits and waits. Well done, Didak. Burns scrambles it forward. Selwood brilliant. Pressure on. Medhurst can't quite get a kick away. Rocker. Still with Rocker. Priddis searching for it. Footy still 20 metres out. Somebody do something.
A lot of tired bodies out there. The big punch maybe over the top.
One AFL final has gone to extra time. 94, North Melbourne and Hawthorn. Will history repeat itself? Priddis, a bit of a fumble, knocked away by Didak. We're down to 35 seconds. Slapped out of there by the Eagles. Chance for Selwood. Any score now, you figure Collingwood win. Rusling's over the football. Selwood slides in, and the umpire lets them play. Clock stops. 24 seconds to go. What a throw. What a game. Subiaco Oval, pulsating now. Hooked down behind the pack. I think it was Cox's hand. The boot of O'Brien. Pendlebury slaps it in the direction of Clark. O'Brien was dragged down. Eagles will leave some pressure. Staker scrambles a kick back to midfield.
One last chance.
5 seconds to go. Clement drives it back. It should be a mark behind a Lynch, and it is. We're going to overtime.
He went at it with purpose.
Remember Wakeland against the Crows, the deliberate out of bounds?
Oh,
He might have been a bit stiff that night too.
he
Little
remembers it.
tap on by Pendlebury. G. Fletcher's found a bit of space. Stengline. Lynch, right bloke with the footy. Couldn't quite get it far enough. CB. Wirapundu's had a very interesting night. Some very good and some not so good. And that one's okay. Well, play on, touched. And then Fletcher under the pump. And then the Koski under pressure. And does the ball stay in? No. It's a Clement kick.
I'd like to see that one again. Was
Not
it the
15, not 15 was it, Dennis? Was
the
it?
distance?
Ah, I
Well,
thought
this evening, only the 35. 15 to the Eagles, 20 to the Pies.
Shane Wakeland on the wing, indicating he wants it close to the boundary, and that's exactly where he goes. Thomas came hard, still
it's
going.
clever.
Thomas found it on the deck, lays it off. O'Brien gets a quick kick inside the 50. Two Eagles collide, bounces off the chest of Stengline. Rocker's got it, slips it away to Medhurst. Across it comes to Bryan. Collingwood lead.
Pendlebury's a start. And so is Dale Thomas. Dale Thomas's work. These two just lack of torque there. But it was the one before. Another good hit by Didak. And it's when bodies are tied, that's when they're important. Good boy Medhurst again. He's been involved in a lot of the goal scoring. But gee, I like Dale Thomas's work over there. He was outnumbered and he was able to get the footy. And he was the bloke that came in to replace Josh Fraser.
And that breeze is strong. It's really whipped up now. Collingwood will finish on it. You'd like them from here. Who can raise the effort? O'Brien, the meat and the sandwich. Down he goes. Kicks inside the forward 50. Rocker comes to it. Well, Rocker, like my wife driving, needs a fair bit of lane. He was beaten there by Priddis. Glass kicks it down towards half forward. Slipping was Shaw. Socket off the ground, Lacroix inside the 50. Wirapunda wheels around. Nothing doing. It goes across the face of goal. Staker!
Oh, he thought about it.
A goal. And we're deadlocked again. We might have to go round again.
Hasn't gone anywhere.
What time is it in Melbourne? Staker kicks the goal. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's missed. Well, the crowd behind the goal Loved it.
Did the old fakeroo then, the crowd.
Well, he knew straight off
knew.
the boot.
Yep. It actually went up. Embley's free.
Goes long. Hunter's the target. Wakeland belts it away. Shaw searches for it. Can he keep it in? He does, importantly. Goldsack's been very,
Cloak's
very
free.
good. So Cloak with the game on his boot, and it's coming back. Glass. Well, it's an important point again, isn't it?
Back to a goal.
16 to go.
Just wonder why. I mean, Didak or Medhurst forward would be handy right now for Collingwood,
Yeah.
wouldn't they? But those balls come in. Staker did well. And then kicks to the front of the square. Big fly came from Lacroix. Wirapunda back to Chick. He's been a hero at one end. Wirapunda slapped it back. Lacroix against the flow. Well done, Clark. Held up. And then Didak belts it away. Buckley did well. Stood his ground on Jones. Just looking for a free and runs it over for a boundary throw-in. Collingwood hanging on here.
Been a remarkable game of football.
1:43 to go. At the back of the pack, it's O'Brien to Lockyer. Last man standing. Touch ball. Hunter got a fist on it. Knocked it away from Cloak. Taken by Thomas. Selwood got him. Cloak's over the football. Just keeps it going. Well played to Clark.
Oh, here they
This
go.
could be the ball game. Nobody is up ahead. Pendlebury, the youngster, goes in and kicks the goal. Collingwood look like marching on.
Once again, team discipline things there by the Pies. Cloak tapped it out, and away they went. And that's surely the ball game. Just have a look at Cloak's effort here. Comes down. 1 on 3 if the ball gets out then. And then Clark had the ability to be able to see the player free. Oh, and Pendlebury doesn't miss those. And Bucks, he's still alive. He's got another game in him now. Maybe another year, maybe two, Bruce.
It's been one of those nights we've expected the unexpected, but right now it's Geelong and Collingwood, you reckon, next Friday night at the G. Does that sound big?
Oh.
Hearn hacks it forward. Lockyer belts away. O'Brien needs to get it away. Didn't quite. Jones. Such an important ball to be marked. Well done, Buckley. He's played a game. Selwood missed it. Thomas important. His run in the second half has been so important for Collingwood.
Good Shepherd.
And this is his trademark. A third, a fourth, and then just bangs it forward, and Davis nearly, and Collingwood's home.
That's it.
Wow.
I mean, there's just so much to look forward to for Collingwood. I mean, you think of Pendlebury and Clark and Cloak and Thomas in the last 5 minutes.
Josh Fraser next week too should be back. There was a late withdrawal, and the Eagles, well, they lost one early too. They lost Hanson, which has just been a massive blow for them.
Braun finessing at half-back. No time for that. Swan's got it. Pendlebury about 40 metres out. Back to Swan. Well, this will be the icing on a black and white cake. Collingwood are through. Well, it took a while, but the Cats will play the Magpies.
Well, Collingwood's kicked 9 of the last 11 goals on